The Isley Brothers, the hidden history and secrets behind R&B's legendary family dynasty. The Isley Brothers are one of the most influential and enduring groups in the history of R&B, funk, and soul. Their music spans multiple generations, and their impact can be seen across rock, hip-hop, and modern R&B. But behind the fame, there are untold stories, struggles, and groundbreaking achievements that many people don't know. Humble beginnings, a family steeped in gospel, 1930s to 1950s.
Want more videos like this? Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you really love these videos, leave a comment and suggestions for future videos.
Isley Brothers' story begins in Cincinnati, Ohio, where Ronald, Rudolph, R.Kelly, and Vernon Isley were raised in a deeply religious home. Their father, R.Kelly Sr., was a church singer, and their mother, Sally Bernice, encouraged the boys to develop their vocal talents. Unknown fact, before becoming R&B legends, the Isleys originally performed as a gospel quartet, winning talent shows across Ohio. Tragic secret, their oldest brother, Vernon Isley, was seen as the standout talent of the group. Sadly, in 1955, at just 13 years old, Vernon was killed in a tragic bicycle accident. The loss devastated the family, and the group nearly disbanded. Breaking into the music industry, late 1950s, early 1960s. Despite their grief, the remaining three brothers Ronald, Rudolph, and R.Kelly moved to New York to pursue a career in secular music. Their big break came in 1959 when they released Shout, a song that would become one of the most recognizable party anthems of all time. Secret influence, many assume Shout was an original song, but it was heavily inspired by a call and response technique from their gospel roots. Behind-the-scenes struggle, despite Shout selling over 1 million copies, the Isleys saw very little financial success because their contract with RCA gave them little control over royalties. Early struggles and the Jimi Hendrix connection, mid-1960s. In the mid-1960s, the Isley Brothers faced commercial struggles. Their records weren't selling as well, and they were bouncing between labels trying to find their sound. Little known fact, before becoming a rock legend, Jimi Hendrix was briefly the Isleys' lead guitarist. He lived with the brothers, played on tracks like Testify, and even developed his signature guitar style under their influence. Industry secrets, the Isleys were among the first black artists to create their own record label, T-Neck Records, in 1964, giving them creative control before it was common in the industry. Reinventing themselves, the Funk Revolution, 1970s. The 1970s were a golden era for the Isley Brothers. With the addition of younger brothers Ernie and Marvin Isley, along with brother-in-law Chris Jasper, the group developed a revolutionary new sound blending rock, funk, and soul. Unknown fact, Ernie Isley learned guitar techniques directly from Jimi Hendrix and used them to create one of the most recognizable solos in R&B history on That Lady, 1973. The secret behind Between the Sheets, 1983. The seductive R&B classic was originally meant to be an instrumental track before Ronald Isley added the now iconic lyrics. Influence on hip-hop and legal battles, 1980s to 1990s. While the Isleys continued to make hits in the 80s, it was their influence on hip-hop that defined their legacy in later years. Secret power move, the Isley Brothers' music became some of the most sampled tracks in rap history. Songs like Footsteps in the Dark, sampled in Ice Cube's It Was a Good Day, and Between the Sheets, sampled in the Notorious B.I.G. Big Papa, solidified their relevance across generations. Legal battle, the group was involved in multiple lawsuits over song ownership and royalties, with Ronald Isley eventually winning rights over many of their classic hits. Tragedy and resilience, 2000 present. The 2000s saw both tragedy and triumph for the Isleys. R.Kelly Isley's passing, in 1986, R.Kelly died suddenly of a heart attack, marking the end of the classic era of the group. Ronald Isley's prison sentence, in 2006, Ronald was sentenced to prison for tax evasion, but he made a triumphant return in 2010 with new music. Legacy today, the Isley Brothers continue to perform, and their music remains influential, with artists like Beyoncé and Drake referencing their work. Final secret, the Lost Isley album? Rumors persist that an unreleased Isley Brothers album, recorded with Jimi Hendrix in the 60s, still exists in private collections. If true, it could be one of the biggest discoveries in music history. A legacy like no other. The Isley Brothers' career spans over 7 decades, influencing artists across genres. Their resilience, innovation, and timeless sound make them one of the greatest musical families of all time. From gospel beginnings to hip-hop samples, their music will continue to shape the industry for generations. Did you know these secrets about the Isley brothers? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into music history.